This is a BMW 348 M Sport, a car abandoned for 2 years in the woods, wrecked, and left for dead because of a mysterious transmission issue. The previous owner gave up, and that's where I came along, took a chance, and grabbed the deal of a lifetime. A car worth $25,000 to $30,000 in the used market, well, I grabbed for $8,000.
Oh, you crazy.
And with God's help and countless of work and money spent on transmissions we did not need, we figured out the issue, and that was the transmission was never coded correctly.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! We're going in reverse!
And we got the car driving after 2 years of it sitting. But there's still one big issue. The car still looks like an $8,000 BMW, full of rust, dings, scratches, and like it was in a burn accident. Even though we got the biggest headache out of the way, things are just getting started. In today's episode, it is time to make this car more presentable. And that means taking it from its current state, which still looks like an $8,000 BMW, to a brand new second-hand $25,000 to $30,000 BMW. Here's the deal. We have to drop off this car at Lucas's shop for bodywork and paint tomorrow or the day after. So what I'm thinking now, we take out the front bumper and see all the components that the previous owner purchased for the car. And if there's anything missing, I have to order it, but I just want to know what we're working with. You heard that right. The previous owner thankfully bought all the parts needed to rebuild this car. After doing all the calculations, it all added up to over $5,000 in parts that I didn't have to spend money on. I've always wanted to do this. Come on, do it. Okay, car's unlocked. Is it gonna work? If you don't know what I'm trying to do, well, it's pretty much this. Boop, boop. Ta-da! But unfortunately, my car's just not doing it. So I gotta get... It's doing it! Yes! I don't know what I did, though. Oh, I think this is for the light. Look at that. OEM lights. So as I've said previously, this is the M Sport bumper the previous owner purchased for this car. Door handle stuff. Stop. Oh, I had no idea he bought carbon fiber mirrors for this car. That is sick. Oh, and I guess we also got some nice goodies I didn't know about. Let's go. Nice. Another amazing find. The front bumper sensors. I mean, the whole deal. Check this out. If you're anything like me and you don't know much about newer cars, well, now they have parking sensors, which are ultrasonic sensors that are located in the front bumper and rear bumper that helps detect obstacles when parking. And after doing some research online, they're about $30 each, and there's 4 in the front. This is everything that was inside of the car for the front end assembly. I don't think we have everything, but I think we have a really good amount to work with, and then we can start ordering everything. And it didn't really make any sense to mock up the front bumper when we have to take it apart for paint. So let's stop messing around and drive the car 20 minutes to the paint booth. Woo! And things can go extremely wrong. 1, we don't have a license plate. 2, it's not registered. And 3, well, it doesn't have insurance.
Guilty.
And this car looks like an absolute Frankenstein car put together. 2 completely different colored doors, rusted front panels, and 1 headlight that doesn't work at all. But hey, this is the beauty of building cars. You get to see it at its lowest point, which makes it that much greater when you get it to its highest point, which we're gonna do in this video. We had to do that. Does this thing move? 100% it has to be tuned.
The car just turned off. The car just turned off. No, the car just turned off. Oh. I'm not used to this newer technology.
Newer cars nowadays turn off whenever you come to a stop to save gas. It doesn't make any sense to me, but at this point, I don't know anything. They're the engineers. That may have been fun, but let's go. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Well, we made it. As you can hear from the background, Lucas is already getting going. But if this shop looks any familiar to you, it's because here we painted the Need for Speed E46 build. All right, Lucas, how are we feeling about this build?
This is the best one so far. We're working on some rust, trying to get all this rust out.
Simple enough, but the quarter panel has some damage and I really don't know how we're gonna fix it. Are we going to be painting the whole quarter panel?
Yup.
Oh, we are?
Yup. And most likely the inside too.
Good to know. Yeah, because if we were to just paint that little spot, it would look different than the rest of the car, I'm guessing.
You could do a blend and cut it off somewhere, but it's always gonna leave like a weird clear coat marking. It's easier to just clear coat the whole thing.
Well, that explains things. And we also do have to fix this horrible gap that's on the hood. I don't think it's been adjusted, but it looks really bad. But while Lucas keeps knocking out the rust, I got a job on my own. And that is to take off these doors because we're also painting the inside of the door. And well, I was told to do so. Now, I've never in my life taken off a BMW door, so this is gonna be pretty interesting. But I think if we can get this bolt at the bottom, this T-socket, and then this one at the top, the door should be able to come off easily, hopefully, right? We were right. Also, don't forget the little connector, which I broke. Yeah. But after taking out the door, you can really see just how sunken in the quarter panel is, unfortunately.
We're gonna have to weld the tab and pull it because the stud welder pulled out a little bit of it, but this is way too sunken in over here.
But we'll get to fixing that later. For now, we have to prep the doors. And I may not know how to paint, but I can sand things down, at least to my best ability. Comment down below what you guys want to see me do to this car. A massive single turbo kit, a bunch of carbon fiber. Let me know. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I love you guys and happy holidays. And after Lucas took all the rust off the hood, he noticed there was a bunch of little dings and it didn't look good. So he had to do a guide coat. And of course, after the guide coat, he's got to block it. Those fenders are almost ready for paint, which reminds me, we have to go pick up the paint. Now what we have to do is take off, I'm thinking the mirror, and then we can get a paint matched so we can spray the car the correct color. The process of getting the color paint match was very interesting. We took it to the paint store, we told them the paint color for what car, and the guys did their magic. They were such perfectionists, it was so awesome to see. Even asked for our opinion, which as you can see the paint on the right, it's a little bit darker than the left. And the match was 100% after that. And back to the quarter panel we go, there's so much jumping around. As you see, the quarter panel is completely sanded down, and then a tab is welded on. And this is used to pull on the tab. And after pulling in quite a bit of bodywork, look how awesome that looks. Okay, a lot of stuff going on today. Lucas is gonna finish off prepping this, which looks really, really good. After that, Lucas is gonna go ahead and get started painting the behind the doors so we can put on the doors, see how this is fitting. And then we're gonna be painting the underside of the hood. And if we have time, the front bumper should be fully painted today. A good amount of body work will get this job 90% perfect, but a lot of it has to be done to get a 100% perfect, which is exactly what Lucas is doing. Wow, like nothing ever happened. But now it's time to throw on the doors and really see how the fitment is gonna be, because if it's bad, well, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. If you ask me, this car was never in an accident. It simply wasn't. A little bit of blocking has to be done just because perfectionism, I think that's a word. But aside from that, everything looks good, and now it's time to keep going. And that means fully sanding down the whole underside of the hood because we want to get it painted. As well as getting the front bumper prepped. This means putting on the plugs for the headlight washers and of course, sanding the whole bumper down as well. You know those moments when you're just waiting? Waiting for dinner to finish cooking, waiting at the doctor, or the most annoying, waiting in the car for someone to be ready. Well, I've teamed up with Golden Nugget Online Casino to turn those mundane, boring moments into golden opportunities. Golden Nugget Online Casino brings over 300 real money games right to your fingertip slots, such as blackjack, roulette, and even live dealer games. It's like the Vegas experience, but right out of the comfort of your own home, or of course, when you're stuck waiting for someone or something. And here's the best part, if you're a new customer, when you deposit $5, you get $50 in casino credits to play with. All you have to do is use my promo code RealDannyZ when you sign up. It's that easy. That being said, do not let waiting moments go to waste. Go ahead and download the Golden Nugget Casino app and use code RealDannyZ when signing up. You will get an extra $50 of credit to play with. Thank you so much to Golden Nugget Casino for sponsoring today's video. Make any moment golden with Golden Nugget Online Casino. Now it is time. As you can see, we have front bumper, hood, and both doors over here, which we just finished masking off, and it was horrible. But we're gonna go ahead and spray the back of everything, and then tomorrow we can put everything on the car, adjust everything, and well, we can fully spray the car with all the panels on. But this is a very important step that we have to do. I don't know why I'm saying we. I have sprayed before, but Lucas is spraying fully the front bumper, so this is gonna be the first painted piece for this car. I'm so excited to see it. As lame as it may sound, this might be my new favorite color on a car. This silver is so beautiful. You just have to see it in person. And Lucas is absolutely killing it. That's awesome.
I think his name was David.
Shout out to David.
David.
Here we go. They absolutely killed it with the panels. They look brand stinking new, as you guys saw. And now it is time. It is Sunday, 10:30 a.m. and Lucas is about to paint this whole car, and I'm gonna watch and learn. But we have a massive problem.
There's ants.
We have ants, aka an ant infestation, running throughout the panels we need to paint.
Our workers. Mom, wait!
Every worker in the colony is here.
As you guys know, we picked up this car pretty much from the woods, and the underside was filled with ants. I thought I killed them all. Well, turns out they're back for vengeance.
Oh my gosh. Is that mainly where they're coming from?
Well, a little bit of water and some tape to keep him in should do the trick.
Uh-oh.
Let's get out of here! Run! But Lucas and his dad already went ahead and put on all the panels. And look how good the hood looks.
Okay, so the hood ended up being warped on both the edges, so we just straightened these body lines. And then we just added some shims to, I think it was 2 on this side, 1 on that side, and then that just raised this up to where it needed to go.
When we first got here, this is how the hood fitment was looking. And after the magic they did, look how good it looks now. It really looks like OEM from factory. But let's go. It's time to start masking everything off, removing door handles, because there's a car that's ready for paint. Here we go, y'all. We've worked so hard for this very moment. Right now, what's left is I need to go ahead and clean everything up with some rags and wax and grease remover. Then Lucas can get to it, spray the car, and he's also going to be spraying the front bumper again. He didn't really like how the clear coat came out, so he sanded everything down and he's going to re-clear it. From $8,000 to a brand stinking new $30,000 BMW 340i. Lucas? Just kidding. I'm the one that's actually painting this car. I'm just kidding. Let's keep going. It is unreal seeing this car transform before our eyes. But to make sure it's 100%, Lucas is looking over it with a flashlight to see how the paint is looking in certain spots. If you missed something or it needs more paint, all the little things like that. And yes, I'm learning so much because you guys know me. Who knows? We're probably going to be painting a car one day. And just like that, it is done. But not quite. If you haven't learned anything from this video, Lucas, well, he's a perfectionist. He likes when things look good. And so he sanded down the whole car and is now cutting, and then he's going to polish the whole car. This will get rid of any orange peel and just give it that nice reflection we all love. The BMW is looking incredible. So we had to get a haircut to match the BMW, you know, look a little bit more decent. Look at this, man. You absolutely killed it, Lucas. You're the GOAT. But to speed things up a little bit, I decided let's give polishing a try. And it actually wasn't too bad. And well, we're gonna be able to get this car home sooner than I wanted, which is always awesome. I just want to see it fully assembled already. But the car had other things in mind. The one thing I was afraid of, the harness that comes from the door and connects to this door handle went... Oh, wait. No, it's not there. Oh, you know what we can do? We could cut here. And then just grab it and then just patch it up.
And then we'll just weld it shut. Then he shows you the side of working on cars that nobody ever sees.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of this company.
Dude, we did a whole motor swap in this car. We're struggling getting a door handle in.
Hey.
Oh, found it.
There we go.
Here it goes. Yeah. Pretty much totaled the inside of this door. And now it is time for everybody's favorite part of the video, putting up the flags. And if you don't already know, we're no longer doing 15, we're doing 5 at a time. We're gonna run out pretty quickly if it's 15 every video. If you don't know exactly what we're doing, well, every single video we put up flags from the countries you guys are from. It's something neat I really love to do on this channel, and well, you guys love it as well, so why not? This is how the wall is turning out so far. It may not be perfect, but it sure is just so cool to look at. I mean, you guys are all from these countries. It's amazing. And who knows, maybe hopefully one day I'm able to visit every single country on this wall and meet all of you, because that would be absolutely awesome. Okay, here we go, y'all. So now is the big moment. This car's finally stepping outside, and it's gonna be that cold start we all love or hate. Here we go. Wow, look at that paint match. That's insane. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Wow. Or look, it's painted fender, hood, and half of this door, so then he could blend it with clear. This is one good looking BMW. Oh man, that's sick. But it's time to throw on the front bumper so we can finally get her home. But the challenges aren't over yet. We have to throw on the bumper and really see how the fitment is. Because even though we focus so much on the transmission issue, this car was in an accident. And if some things were moved around, the fitment is never truly gonna be right. And well, it's not gonna look good. And there's gonna be a lot of figuring out to do. And man, look how bad that fitment is. Oh my gosh. But after doing some observation, come to find out, the bracket that goes on the core support and the front bumper bolts up to was very misaligned. I mean, just look how much play it has in it. And thankfully it's looking so much better, but not quite how it should be sitting. And turns out the headlights are the issue. Oh, there we go. That's how it's supposed to go. Right there? Yep, tying that up. Compare that nice gap to the side that wasn't even hit. So what Lucas was saying, he probably tried putting these on by himself, and well, it's not really gonna work. Look at that. That's no bueno. Look how much wiggle room. That's insane. So it's supposed to go like that. And that is looking so much better. We can still play a little bit with it, but when we get home and we take off the front bumper again and put it back on, we'll make it just perfect. For now, this is amazing. Did I mention this is probably gonna be the first car I ever get a ticket on? Yeah. We got the old daily and next to the new daily. Oh, this thing is so sick. Man, I cannot wait to daily this car. But let's get home. We have so much to do still. What are we doing? The happiness didn't last very long. For some reason, we have a check engine light, and the car's driving but bouncing at the same time. 64 PSI on the front right wheel. How? No wonder this car was so bouncy. I thought it was low, so I filled it up without checking, and wow, I am very dumb for that. This color is absolutely gorgeous in person. Wow. Oh, look at that. Someone else that's gorgeous showed up. And in more great news, turns out the check engine light is just some weird catalytic converter thing, and the car was pulling perfectly, so it's nothing bad. Let's get this thing done. Can you believe it though? Can you believe this is the BMW that didn't go into gear and that it looked like it was in a full-on fire? As you can see, there's a lot of things missing on the exterior, and we really have to do something about this interior. This doesn't look like a brand new $30,000 340i. Also here on the fenders, So to fix all that, we have this box and this entire table full of car parts to, well, finish off this car and bring it back to its nice OEM life. And on the last one, boom. Unfortunately for the fender liners, the front piece didn't come in time. I didn't realize we were missing them, and well, it takes a while to get to us, so it won't be put on in this video, but as soon as that gets here, it will be thrown on. And as for the headlight level sensor that was snapped, well, we also messed up on that. By the looks of it, unfortunately, I got the wrong headlight leveling sensor, which is super weird because even looking at the diagram, it showed me this. Probably should have looked at the part number before ordering mine. That's another piece we have to wait for, but we got something this car desperately needs: the undershroud. It looks perfect, right? The bumper sits right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the bumper. And then we look a little further, and you realize that nothing's there. It's hitting right there. And the biggest takeaway, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be back here. So moral of the story, buy OEM. I tried cheap out on this, and now, well, it doesn't work. So we're not gonna let this stop us though. We're gonna continue and finish off the rest of the car, but have to order an OEM one. Probably gonna spend twice as much now. We're not gonna let this stop us. Let's keep going. Something else we wasted money on. When it comes down to parts like this, order OEM. But now we have to change out the whole left side undershroud that was flopping around the whole way here. And yes, this one is OEM. Next up, we got the nice gloss black fender pieces. I'm just kidding. If I put this on the car, everybody in the world would hate me, and it's just not right. So we're not gonna put this on. You guys really thought I was gonna do that? Come on now. But we also need to throw on the rear fender liner. And something I've been waiting for this whole time is the carbon fiber M style mirrors. Look how good that looks. That looks so good. I mean, compared to this, and this car did come with a shadow line package, which basically means all the trim pieces are gloss black. So we have to take off this window trim piece, which requires us to remove the mirror and then put in the new gloss black trim piece. But man, does that look so good. And well, it matches the rear door now. Well, aside from the undershroud and the front side of the fender liners, that is pretty much it. So it is time to put on the front bumper. And when those things get here, obviously we'll put them on. Putting on the front bumper by myself was actually easier than I thought it was gonna be. and the fitment looks, well, pretty perfect. Next up, we also have the gloss black shadowline grills. I'm about to drop an absolute bombshell. This isn't really a BMW because it's missing the logo. Duh. So let's put it on. And what's crazy is that this is actually the logo that was on the car when it crashed. So it's cool that we're gonna put the same one back on. And this car was pretty much done and ready to come down. But of course, we're not done just yet. It is time to move on to the interior and get the door panels in, all the speakers hooked up, and everything looking good. And even though the driver's side headlight still doesn't work, which, don't worry, we're gonna fix that. Let's make sure the bottom lights work, which they do, thank goodness. Whew, we're done. It is incredible seeing this car put together. The fact that when it first arrived over here at the garage, it looked like this. And after so much work and determination, well, now it looks like this. Is truly incredible. I don't think you guys realize, I really did not think we were gonna figure this out. It was such a big risk. And I'm thankful that you're all part of this beautiful journey and seeing me learn things and really push myself. But enough emotional talk. Let's give this car a wash. Here we are now, and what better way to bring the car to exactly where we took it when we first fixed it. And it truly is just incredible how good this car turned out. It looks so good, and pretty much if it wasn't in history that it never ran for 2 years and it was in an accident, you couldn't really tell, aside from the different front wheels, which we still waiting for them to get here. I mean, just take a look at this side shot of the car. Oh my gosh, just absolutely gorgeous. The reason I decided to keep it the same color because this silver, I don't know if you can see it through the camera, which by the way, it's broken right now, but in person, it just looks so absolutely beautiful. But with all the transmission headaches out of the way and finally doing all the body work, let the transformation begin. Are you ready to see this? Okay, last time you saw the car, this was your reaction.
Let's go back to the back. You sure that's the same car?
How crazy is that?
Wow, I love it.
You'll be able to tell that there was ever an accident?
That doesn't even look like the same front end.
Yeah.
Right? I love this color.
It's such a beautiful color.
It's the same car?
Yep.
You sure?
It's actually, I'm lying. It's not the same car.
10 out of 10. That's beautiful.
Right?
You know this car is like a finance bros car, like the stock market. I gotta check those real quick.
Let's go. We're gonna go by what may be my biggest mistake ever or an amazing opportunity.